So now I'm going to do my recipe for fish tea. Fish tea is, that's what they call it in Jamaica, fish tea. And the main ingredient is fish and carrots. But of course, I'm adding more. So I'm adding celery, onion, sweet pepper, just some green banana that I already cooked from yesterday, some potatoes, and I might even add some little dumpling spinners, flour dumpling spinners. But the main ingredient for fish tea is fish and carrots. And right now I'm working on some fish tea. Already in the pot is 2 grouper that I just purchased, fresh grouper, fresh caught, never been frozen. And I'm bringing them to a boil first. After those boil up and get hot, I'm going to separate the meat from the bone. So all I'm going to have is fish meat. I'm going to combine that with carrots. That's the main ingredient, carrots and fish. And all this other stuff that I'm cutting up, celery, onion, sweet pepper, tomato, potato. So all this combined. And here's also some green banana that's already cooked from yesterday. And then I'll have me some delicious fish tea. Fish tea. It's really fish soup, but in Jamaica they call it fish tea because the texture of it is not like a soup. It's not thick. It's very light like tea. So that's my fish tea. That's what I'm working on right now. I just went outside and picked this Scotch bonnet. This is the first Scotch bonnet that I've ever picked that I actually planted from a seed. From a seed. So I planted this seed, and this is the first one that I ever in my life picked. So I'm going to add a little bit of this in there. Last time I put too much. It's not that I put too much, actually. What I did last time was I put a whole one, and then when the soup was done, I left it in there. And so when the soup was done, it was great. And when I went back, like 30 minutes later, because the pepper was still in there, it was like, whoa. The pepper kind of ruined it. So this time I'm only going to put a little piece. It smells great. And it's only going to come from, see, the seeds have all the spice. See, look at the seeds. So I'm here, fish are ready to, I think I can separate those now. I don't have to boil them for long. As long as it's boiling and it's ready, it's ready for meat bone separation. So let me do that now. Now the cool thing about grouper, there's not a lot of bones in it. So another great fish to use is snapper. And I hadn't used grouper before until like the last time I made it, because they didn't have snapper, and it was like, whoa, grouper was great for fish tea. So now I'm all about grouper for fish tea. I know in the store they sell like frozen grouper heads. And the purpose is to make fish soup. But this is the whole grouper, and you see how I separate the meat. You know what I mean? And yeah, I put this meat back in the pot now to cook with all these vegetables. Maybe 20 minutes, and then boom, fish tea, baby. It's good stuff. Gotta get them eyes, There it is. Here it is, all my ingredients combined, along with a little bit of seasoning salt, some allspice, you know, just a little touch of this and that. And so what is this? A piece of, you see, found a bone. This little bone. See, grouper has really soft bones, so even if a couple of little bones get in there, it's okay. But let me get this one out, because you know there's a little bone, right? But yeah, so there it is. You know, fish tea. This is gonna be delicious. You know, because I've had a lot of practice with this over the past couple of weeks. This is my third pot. You know, and so you know, 3 times is a charm. So this one is like, wow. The first one was great. Second one was great, but it got messed up because I put too much pepper, too much Scotch bonnet. But this one, it's perfect because I know what I'm doing now. So now all those ingredients are boiling. So once it starts boiling, I'm going to bring the temperature down to medium. Right, or a little bit less than medium. Cover it up. You know, anytime I walk away from the kitchen, gotta set that timer. Just do 18 minutes. So in 18 minutes, I'll give it a taste. Hey, you like how I do all the spices on top of the stove? Styles. Yeah, so I'll give it a taste. Should be okay in 18 minutes. You know? See, and look how I cleaned up nicely. And so the green bananas are already cooked, so I'm gonna add those last. You know? I can actually add those like right after I turn it off or something. Or about 2 minutes before I turn it off. Stove is off. And here's my final product. Tastes excellent. Heavenly Father, bless me. Ah! Yes. I did it again.